everybody, Wandering Pine here, coming to you from Isle Royale National Park. I thought I would try something different on this video. I've never done one like this, but I am annoying my campmates by making a video about my gear while we're on the trail. So I'm going to show you what's in my pack, and just for reference, we just got done hiking 13-14 miles across the Greenstone Ridge. We are a lot of elevation, kind of hurt and ready to get set up for camp, but I thought I would show you what's in my bag. And we are camped at Island Mine tonight. We have already stayed at 3 Mile and Mosky Basin and Hatchet Lake, and tonight is our last night on the island. So I thought this would be a good time to show you what I brought and what I would bring next time and what I would not bring next time. So here's my backpack. It's new for this trip. It's the Crown 60 made by Granite Gear. I took the brain off and just used the pack as is, as shown. And this might be a little disorganized, but I usually put my frequently used items on the top. So I've got my extra compactor bag, and I did not unpack this before this video, so this is really how it comes out. I use this as extra rain protection for items on the top, and then I usually put my rain gear on top, because you never know. Lake Superior has its own weather pattern. So here's my REI rain jacket. Here's my ultralight rain skirt, which also conveniently doubles as a tarp, so that's pretty cool. My cook set, I put this in there because of weight, not because of needing it frequently, but I've got a Snow Peak 600 milliliter cup and a can of fuel. You cannot bring fuel on the plane. If you come here by plane, you can bring it, I think, double check, but I think you can bring it on the ferry. So we bought ours as soon as we got here. This is my Hygiene kit and my cool space gear bags, poop emoji bag. It's got all my essentials. You can check out my blog if you want to know what I carry in here and why. And then here's my first aid kit. I always put this on the top in a bright bag. It even has a tag, so it's really easy to find, but I always keep that on the top. And then I have a Talenti cup. I tried doing some cold soaking on this trip. I don't know if I'll do that again. It was okay. I kind of miss my peanut butter and tortillas, so this may or may not happen again. And then I have a new tent I'm trying out for this trip, the Nemo Hornet 2-person. It's actually pretty roomy and light for a 2-person tent, so that's what's on the top. And then I've got my goofy camp shoes, which I actually didn't wear very much, so I kind of like my trail runners, so those may or may not come on the next trip. New for this trip too, I've got a pair of cool heavy duty, what are these called? I don't know. I'm calling my cool heavy duty pants. These are definitely not for summer wear, but we knew that the temperatures would be between 35 and 65, so I brought them along. And then all this stuff, my critical gear, is all in a white compression sack. What I've got in there is my food bag. This thing was totally full when we got here. There's a lot of garbage in here right now, but this was full in an off sack. My Enlightened equipment, Torrid Puffy. I bring this on every trip. I love it. It's light and warm. And then this is my bag of essentials. So this is like 10 essentials plus a couple of things. I haven't even opened this bag on this trip, but I know that I need to bring it. So this has my compass. It's got some rope. It's got signaling, extra water filter stuff. I think I put on my blog what's in here on my one of my 10 essentials posts. Hey, that would make sense. And then the essentials that I use, like my pocket knife, map, sunscreen, some of that stuff goes in my front pocket. But this bag I haven't even opened on this trip, and that's a good sign. What else? I've got a bunch of electronics. I didn't even use one of these Anchor Power things, so next time I'm not bringing two. I didn't even use half of one. So, and that's for charging a GoPro, a phone, and then I wanted to make sure that in case my Garmin ran out of batteries, I had that. So I'll bring one next time too. It's my Nemo pillow. So I like to take some of the loose items and shove them around the bigger items because I think it's more efficient space in my backpack. This is my Melly hoodie fleece. This is the first time this has come, but I knew it would be colder, so that made it into the bag. And I should say my whole pack weight was a little heavier this trip because there were some things I brought for comfort and some things I brought just because I knew it would be colder and we'd be here longer. Here are the tent stakes that go with that tent. This is my Big Agnes 2-track winter pad. It is not the lightest. and it is not the smallest, but it is warm, and I never get cold when I use it, so I don't care that it's big. I bring it. My Enlightened Equipment hooligan beanie, my little bag of socks with my fleece socks and just some kind of odds and ends in here, little things. And then my snow skirt from Enlightened Equipment, I brought that because I was just really kind of freaked out about getting cold on this trip. And by the water, it is colder. So that's a nice extra layer. I would use that, especially in the mornings. My base layer for sleeping, my Smart Wool Merino, and then I have Terramar micro fleece pants. That's always keeps me cozy. And then some Darn Tough wool socks. I just threw these in last minute because I wanted some long socks. And then my 10 degree Enlightened Equipment Revelation quilt is in this Granite Gear stuff sack. Sometimes I just stuff that in my bag without a compression sack, but I kind of like to have things a little more controlled when I'm bringing a lot of gear. So that came in that. Let's see, what else? My Rology ball. I didn't use this a lot on this trip. I probably will today. I'm feeling it, but this is a little Cork massage ball. What else? Oh, we're empty. There's my compression, or my compactor bag. Oh, I also needed a footprint for my new tent, so I took a contractor bag. That's a compactor bag. This is a contractor bag. And I just sliced it and made kind of a single, long piece of plastic that I put under my tent. And I've used that for other things too. Here's my tent poles. And here's my bandana, smart water bottle. Here's a little windbreaker that I got at Target really cheap. That is one of my favorite things to wear when the weather's on and off cold. Here's my water filter gear. That I had to bring a lot of stuff to filter water on this trip because we got viruses, bacteria, protozoa. I'm not sure what we have, but you need all the things. So I've got a Sawyer filter in a CNOC bag, and I've got Aquamira drops. So you do need to chemically treat and filter or just boil it for a minute. So I've got all kinds of water stuff in this bag. What else? That usually goes in my side pocket. And in my other pocket, I've got this nifty Granite Gear hip wing pack with my watercolor kit. So this is new for me on trips, but I made a pretty nice little dialed in watercolor kit, and it's been really cool every day to take some time and paint and just express my creativity in a new way. So I'm just showing you this really quick. You probably can't see it because it's too far away, but these are my, don't fall out. These are my watercolors in a little Altoid tin in a little bag. And I got a little collapsible paintbrush, and I'm really happy with how that kit turned out. Definitely bringing that again next time. Let's see, more water. And my chair. I love this little stool. It's made by Big Agnes. It's about a 1 pound stool. I thought I would use this a lot. I only put this up like twice, so next time I'm probably not going to bring it, but I'll put it in my day pack if I want to paint somewhere and have a nice place to sit, but I probably won't bring this again. I've just been sitting on this. It's a mailing envelope. This is one of my favorite things. Look at this, you can get a suntan. I sit on this. I put my food in here as a cozy to rehydrate my dehydrated meals. They stay in another bag. I don't put the food in here. I use this to put water bottles in and just carry all together when I had my hands full, and just I've used this a lot on this trip for many things, and or even under me in my sleeping pad at night if I feel cold. So this is definitely a great piece of gear that costs almost nothing. What else? Last but not least, no, not last, I've got Keith Mermel's map of Isle Royale. Use that for trip planning, and it was really helpful. And kind of cool, there's a lot of reading you can do on this map as well. So there's some entertainment in there. And then another little map, and then my reading glasses because that print is very fine and tiny. What else have I got? Here's my permit. You got to put that on the outside of your pack. What else? Bandana. Another bottle of water. And my Garmin InReach. This is great to have. Good for navigation, sending messages at home. So also your family might not be so concerned about you in the middle of nowhere if you have one of these. Works for my family. And then I also have a whistle super loud whistle. I've never blown it full force. I'm afraid to, but I have it. And then we're almost at the end. Bug spray in a small container. I use Picardin. And here's my little travel foot care first aid kit. I put my pocket knife in here, sunscreen, foot stuff. This is just like the immediate need first aid stuff. And it's in a snack bag in the inside pocket of my hip. My hiker wallet, some pepper spray, and my car key. And what else? I think that is it. What's in this pocket? I've got some, oh, my bug net. You need this on Isle Royale. The bugs are out. They're not too bad this time of year. And my hand sanitizer. I use this. And then a pair of latex gloves. I use these for warmth, for rain, for whatever I want, but I like having these along. What else? And then on my pack, and then I usually stuff some snacks in there. I have a water bottle holder that I made out of a mismatched sock. And I just sewed this on the bottom and put some string on here, and it works really great to have my stuff where I need it. And that is all my gear. Again, I brought some extra warm clothes. I brought extra battery electronic charger. I brought extra water filtering stuff. I brought an art kit. I brought a stool. I brought twinkle lights that are in here somewhere. Those are probably with my tent. I brought some extra stuff. And my pack weighed about 31.5 pounds. Oh, and carried extra water too, because in some spots here on Isle Royale you need to carry extra water. And my pack was 31.5 pounds. It's usually about 26. Oh, and I had an extra day of food too. So that looks like a lot of stuff, but I feel like that was pretty dialed in for this trip. But next time I would probably bring not the stool. I might cut, I don't know, I'll have to think about it. I'll watch this video and I'll decide if I would bring everything next time. And then of course what I'm wearing is my purple rain skirt, Zensock compression sleeves, my Ultra Timps and gaiters, and then this cool shirt I got from Sherpa on clearance that dries out quick, and then my arm sleeves I got at REI, and my sun gloves. So that's what I wore and brought. Oh, and my pockets are completely full of food. And the one piece of trash, here it is, the one piece of trash I found on this trail right here. So in 4 days of walking on Isle Royale, we only found one piece of trash, so that's pretty impressive. So good job, National Park citizens. You pass. I don't know why I'm so silly right now, probably because I just walked and I'm like running on adrenaline. So I'm going to go set up my tent and make some dinner and probably go to bed at 7 o'clock. Whew. All right, if you have any questions, you can shoot me a note, but I hope this was helpful, and I hope you get to come to Isle Royale someday because it is a beautiful, pristine wilderness. Bye.